voter.
I got to go piss in a cup again today.
I do that for
How'd
fun.
it go?
I get a reminder every few days.
How often do they test you?
It's random. Sometimes it's
I mean, I have to ask what you're on federal parole from if we're going to talk about. We're just going to allude to it.
It was a very extreme spree of crimes. I had half an ounce of marijuana.
Oh.
And I smoked it.
Oh, wow. Ooh. It's a good thing you're kind of whitish. You would be in jail.
I did 2 months of federal prison.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's genuinely makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
A lot of good stories came out of it. And
he made some new friends.
I'm a story merchant, right? So you know, going to spending a little time in at prison camp was just.
Do you ever think about reaching back to your old crew? You know, like
I think that's illegal. My old crew?
Yeah, it's my story. I'm telling it the way I want
to. This is like a scene out of Heat. Yeah.
So
we're getting the boys back together.
Just the short version for Joe. Kyle went to prison. They thought there's a show called 60 Days and Out, right? There's a show called 60 Days and Out where they send like a narc in there. He goes to prison for 60 days and finds out like the inside scoop on all the doings in the prison. Well, Kyle had a 60-day sentence, 56-day sentence maybe. So they figured 58, okay. So they figured that he was a narc from the show 60 Days and Out. That was their genius conclusion.
God. But
so
he could have died.
Yeah, all sorts of terrible things could have happened. But Kyle is he rolled a 20 on charisma. So what he did is he made friends in the various factions. The factions were Mexican guys or Latino guys. I don't know what to say. Black guys and white guys. Chicanos. Okay. And you know, he just found a big, strong black guy with a broken radio and explained, "Hey, I'm leaving in 2 months. Would you like my radio?" Friends for life. And then Snow. Snow needs a workout partner. Snow enjoys running and doing pull-ups with weights around his waist.
And cocaine.
Maybe.
Methamphetamine, and he never did it. He sold it and trafficked it, according to the feds.
So Kyle ran with Snow.
Sounds like a railroad job to me.
Kyle made it through prison using his biggest skill, which is charisma.
No, man, they call me Snow because I get so excited about Christmas.
Cocaine.
Also provide rock carving tools to a friend who likes chess, because the story sounds a little familiar.
There were also threats of rape. It was very much like Shawshank. Yes. Oh. I didn't do the warden's taxes or anything though.
How did you respond to a threat of rape? Like, would you be like, "Go ahead, you won't"? Call the bluff.
Not that guy in particular, the cute one with the belly shirt.
There were guys like that. You know, I just missed the transsexual, the person that was there that had the breast implants. Like, she had just left when I got there, apparently. So
she was going on tour to other prisons.
Yeah. So yeah, the guy that I made friends with, who's you need this like radio to watch television. You dial it to like a AM station that's connected to the TV.
Like a drive-in.
Exactly, like a drive-in. Mm-hmm. There's no audio playing. So if you want to watch TV and have fucking audio, you got to buy their headset and buy their radio from the prison system. And it's very expensive. $75 for the radio and $25 for the ears. You're like $110 in by the time you're able to watch TV in prison.
It's worse than it sounds.
You have to stamp 10,000 license plates for that.
That's what. Incomes are very low in prison, so $75 is a huge amount of money.
Yeah, and you can only spend so much money per month in prison. It was like $300 a month or something like that. It didn't matter how much money your family sent you. You can only spend X amount per month. So like, it's a big deal to these guys. There were people getting their radio stolen left and right in there, and there was tensions over it and threats. But this guy had a broken radio, and I made friends with him. And like a few days later, I was about 2 weeks in when he was like, "Yo, thought I'd let you know there's some guys over there that, one of them said that he wanted to get with you." And I'm like laying in bed reading reading a book, and I'm just like, sit up. Excuse me? He said he wanted to get with you, so you better watch out. I'm just like, he said he wanted to get with me? Yeah.
It's high school all over again.
I'm like, well, tell him I don't want to get with anybody. Yeah, like this guy's like slide me a folded note from Stacy or something. I'm just like,
Just
No.
stick figure of you being raped by,
Yeah, just bent
by
over,
another
like
Do you
Hangman
like me?
characters.
Yes or no?
Everything's just stickman except for his penis, which is hyper realistic. Yeah, no, I was just like, I'm not down for that, and I will fight if that,
So
if that
no
happens.
no in prison.
I'm not a little guy, but I'm certainly not some big scary guy either. And there
Yeah.
were little guys who were into that sort of thing, and I feel like it was just, if it's the law of the jungle, it's much harder to rape me than it is to go negotiate with this gentleman who's already down for that sort of thing.
You're about
Well, this
6'2",
all-
right?
I'm about 6'1", 6'2" in shoes, maybe. You know, I'd have put up a pretty good fight, and I would have screamed a lot.
This all sounds very jail sexophobic to me.
It's
Yeah, Kyle.
literally jail sexophobic. Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah,
Open your
that's
mind.
a little
Wow.
homophobic
2020
of you.
maybe. Be
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, the showers were the scariest time of day. Yeah, for sure. Because you got to get clean. You can't be smelly.
But
Then
you
you gotta wrap-
showered. You showered with snow, which is not what I meant
Yeah.
to say, but let's go with that.
After a while, I would time my shower so that I showered with my friend who was the big scary guy. And
He
you know,
probably
we're in
thought
Boot.
you were into him.
I
This
made
guy's
sure that
always
it
following
seemed
me to the
casual.
shower.
Yeah, I was just like sometimes I would like sit in my bed pretending to read, but I'm looking way on the other side of the dorm where he is. And when I see him grab his laundry bag, I
You
beat him
do?
to the shower, and I'm in
Okay,
there
smart.
before he is.
You're like scrubbing. You know what I hate, Snow? Penis. Nothing grinds my gears like a penis in and around me. It's
like
yeah,
that
man,
was
I'll keep
literally
that
a
in
thought I
mind.
had.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want Snow to think that I want to shower with him,
Right.
but
I
'Cause-
want to
'cause
shower
A-
with him.
because A, I don't want him to think I'm a bitch, and B, I don't want him to
B,
think.
B, you don't want to ruin the friendship.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
want him to think that I'm afraid.
Sex ruins
but
friendships.
I don't want him to think that I'm afraid, but I also don't want him to think that I'm like looking to like actually like get with him in some sort of way. So like I would literally like sneakily watch and see when he was like getting his laundry shit together, and then I would have mine already ready to go. I'll sit there for 20 minutes sweaty if I have to, and I would beat him to the shower, and I'd already be in there. And he'd come in, you know, there's a whole shower procedure. I won't reiterate it. You know, you like you call out that you're coming in, and the prisoner's in there, whoever was last, lets you know which shower stalls are open. So it's not like that thing you see in the movies where everybody's just in a big open room naked. There's a lot more privacy, and nobody like barges in anybody else's privacy. So yeah, it was an interesting time. But
Is-
hey, I broke the law, right? You know, I deserved it.
Is showers
really-
where prison masturbation happens?
It has to be. It has to be.
It's
I
not in
guess,
the dorms.
I guess it could. So one
What do
thing
you
I
mean it has
noticed.
to be? You didn't do it?
No, I didn't the whole time. I'm sure some people won't believe that. I was terrified the whole time. Masturbation was not on my mind. This was this was incredibly stressful time
I believe
filled
that.
with fear.
I believe that.
Do you have
And,
any nighttime emissions?
No, I've never done that in my life. I don't. I always thought that was a joke. I didn't realize people actually came in their pants while they slept.
Oh, that's
I've
as
never
real
done it
as
either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he low key put you down there, Taylor. Like that would only happen to real weirdos, Taylor.
Fucking loser, right?
Oh, you're fucking 12 years old. You wake up.
Dude.
I must have peed my bed, but it's not like pee.
I'm sorry to digress from Kyle's story, but my parents' sex life is legendary. It's a tentpole topic on the show. When I was
Alright.
just entering puberty, I asked my father about nighttime emissions. I was like, what's the scoop on these things, Dad? Like, how often does it happen or whatever? And he's like, man, like that happens to people who don't have sex for days in a row. Yeah, I can't relate to that. This man had gone a lifetime never
I'm
going.
absolutely piping your mom down.
Your mom limps past the door, just shaking her head.
Yeah, that's funny.
If he did come in his sleep, he wouldn't know it. There'd be nothing left.
Would have been like holding the
of
trigger on a
dust.
keyboard duster for a
But yeah, he knew nothing about nighttime emissions.
Yeah, I don't either. Frankly, I really don't. I haven't pissed myself in bed since I was also like, I think I never did. I don't remember doing it as a kid. I remember it happened one time when I was way too old to do it because I
Oh,
literally had
sick brag! Like we're supposed to believe it only happened one time.
no, well, I only remember one time. I mean, for all I know, I pissed myself constantly from the time I was 3 to 5, but I just don't remember it. But when I was like 12, I had a dream that I was pissing, and so I'm standing there pissing in the dream, and I wake up and I'm pissing, and I'm just like, oh no, it was. I thought it was no.
That's the dream.
trust
That's the
myself.
one that
girl
gets you.
did that in my closet once.
A drunk girl?
Yeah, I woke
Pissed
up in the middle of the night and peed in my closet.
Oh shit!
What an asshole.
I like to think she got out of bed, opened the closet door, and peed there, thinking it was a bathroom. Is that?
That is exactly what happened.
Not the Samsonite. What the?
Yeah.
God damn it!
So how long after you got back did you beat off or fuck?
Like immediately. Immediately.
Was it a fuck or was it a relieve the pressure of 2 months of
come on.
prison?
It was a fuck.
It was the passenger
Spill it
seat
like-
on
I
the
was
way home.
Spill it like you spilled that seed.
Yeah, I was organizing. I was organizing that in prison. Like I was like, so I'm getting out on this day. You need to be here at this time. I don't care if you got to wait outside. I'll be there when I get
Plot
there. I don't
twist.
Kyle
You
shows
a
up. There's
snow
like a
sister.
bread maker, a rotisserie chicken cooker, and a girl.
know. Yeah,
That's what it-
that's literally what I returned to. I was eating fucking prison food and I was starving, so I was like ordering all this cool kitchen cooking stuff. I'm like, I got home. There's like an ice cream maker, a bread maker, all this like sous vide equipment, and a girl. And I was like,
And
Perfect.
1 ounce of your finest Kush, please.
oh god, I wish. I wish so much. Like all my friends that I play a lot of. I game a lot. I play a lot of games online and like multiplayer games.
You
And
mean
the whole-
FPS Kyle plays a lot of games online?
Yeah, shocker, right? Shocker. And so my friends are all the time. Like I can hear them fucking like literally doing what I got in trouble, just doing dabs, smoking concentrate, and they're all just baked the whole time, and I'm just sitting there sober as a priest, just like, all right, 9 more months.
Are you in a state where you can now do it, or are you leaving? What's your plan?
I am on federal probation, so it would not matter what state I'm in. So once my federal probation is over, I will
That's
move
what I mean.
to a legal state. I'm in Georgia, so yeah.
And
Georgia's
obviously you
not
can't move
cool.
out of state till the probation's over.
I could move states, but it wouldn't, change anything about my usage.
You
But
might
could
like
be
it though. There are other
premier.
things you might like about changing state.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I'd have to go through this whole permission process and get a new probation officer and like deal with all of that. And there's a lot
Yeah,
of paperwork.
Not
and
worth it.
Just when you
I-
tell
I
me the
just-
things you like about Colorado, pot is not the beginning and end of that list.
It is. It's the beginning. It's the beginning and the end of the list. Yeah, it
Oh.
absolutely is. There's stuff in between. There's stuff in between.
Okay.
But
So
the
it's
pot
not that
is.
it's the beginning and the end. It's that it's the first and the last thing with a lot of stuff in the middle.
Yeah, there's plenty of states with mountains and snow and lots of white people, but
And you don't want to ski anyway.
No, it hurts
Out
my
of
ankles.
state.
Everybody knows that. Yeah. I'm going to Colorado because there's marijuana there. Like it was Colorado, Cali, or Washington State or Oregon, and too much heroin in the Northwest and too many Democrats in California. So,
Hey,
Colorado
don't
here I
sleep
come.
on Nevada. Perfectly legal here and no state income tax.
I get nosebleeds in Nevada. The air's too dry. I spend a lot of time
The
there.
moist states of Colorado. Yeah.
That's a good point. It is
Yeah.
like basically a fucking frozen desert up there.
It's a cold Nevada.
I spent a lot of time in Vegas and in New Mexico and down in that area, and I would always get like every time I get in the shower and blow my nose, it's just blood everywhere from the dry air. So I don't do well with that.
Yeah. Well, you guys got to take it one day at a time. You're ticking closer and closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Or
don't
it's
really
a
seem
date
like you're
we
in that
don't
big of a
know.
rush.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
Throwing
it's-
some thoughts your way.
It's either I'm either done with it in October of this year or October of next year. I'm not sure. I was actually talking to the guy who took my piss from me today about that.
And then
I
his
need to get some
parole officer
clarification.
shows up tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually pissed for like a third party like civilian. Like he sends it off and like tests it and sends the probation office the results or whatever. I go to a place that's for people with like drug addiction and DUIs.
Yeah.
You'd think there'd be.
Well, hey, at least you're making new friends.
Oh yeah, lots of friends. Yeah. I'm really friendly with all of the people who work there. Like she's like,
Yeah.
I saw you in the store the other day. I'm like, you should have said hey. She's like, I didn't want to bother you. You were that girl. You looked like you were having a good time.
I recognize you by your piss.
That was nice
So
of her, though.
dark.
Know that piss anywhere.
Yeah, everybody.
That's that fella with the cloudy piss. You know? Did you know he doesn't drink nothing but Diet Pepsi? I asked him.
Got it right there.
I thought he was joking. I tested it. No drugs, a lot of Diet Pepsi. It's pretty much just pee and aspartame in there.
That's probably true. It can't be good.